Hello students, welcome to all. Today we are going to start a very important concept, that is graph of a linear equation in two variables. Students, in the previous classes we have discussed solution of a linear equation and that such solutions are infinitely many, and also now we can draw that equation on a graph. So how we can draw a graph on a graph paper? Okay, so now we can take one example, that is, you must have seen this equation. What we call this equation? So this equation is called as linear equation in two variables. Why we call linear equation in two variables? You can see this here, there are two variables. One is x, another one is y. Here there are two variables. That's why it is called as two variables. But what we call it as linear equation? Why we call it as linear equation? Students, you can see, you can take any value of x. Suppose you take, take this table. You take x value. So when we put x is 1, so y is also 1, because you can put any value from in this place, we get 0. So which number you can put? Yes, you put 1. Then only the 1 minus 1 will be equal to 0. So if value of x equal to 1, the y value is also 1. Suppose you take 2. Suppose you take 2 in place of x. What is the value of y here? So you can subtract any number, we get 0. That's why we put 2. Okay? So that's why the y value is also 2. Next you take 3. The x value will be what? 3. What is the value of y? So the y value is also 3, because these values are satisfying the equation. X is 3, y is also 3. Then only the values are satisfying the equation. So these are the values. Okay. So now we can put the points on the graph. Then we know why we call it as linear. Okay. So now we can see these values. So you put any value in x and you get y value. So these values are satisfying the given equation. That's why this is what? Linear equation. How to draw a graph of linear equations in two variables? Students, you look at this table. Here we got some points. According to the x value, we get to the corresponding y value. So now we can plot these points on this Cartesian plane. So what is meant by Cartesian plane? Cartesian plane means we can draw two lines perpendicularly. You can draw two lines perpendicularly. Okay. So then it make it as 4 parts. You can do it this one. This is first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. So each part is called as quadrant. Okay. So now we plot these values on this Cartesian plane. So now we can draw a line by using these points. Now we can draw by using these points. Yes, we can draw. You can see this one. What type of graph we got? Yes, it is a straight line. Look at this. This is a straight line. Okay. So when joining all these points, we have a straight line. Okay. So now you can see another point. Now we can select any another point. So here I select this point. Okay. So what are the coordinates of this point? Observe this one. So you will say here the x value will be 5 and this x value, y value will be 5. So this is what? 5, 5. So the values of x and y, you take this previous equation, x minus y equal to what? 0. So you take any point on this line. So I select this point. This point coordinates will be x is 5, y is also 5. Okay. So coming here. So when x is 5, y is also 5. So put these values, we get 0. So these points satisfying this given equation. These points satisfying this given equation means every point on this line, you take any point on this line that satisfies this given equation. Okay, that's why this equations is called as linear equation. So this all these points satisfying the given equation, you can take here also. So you take this minus 2 and here minus 2. So minus 2, x is minus 2, y is also minus 2. Then the equation will be 0. That's why these points are satisfying the given equation. That's why this is called as a linear equation. Do it every point on the straight line satisfies the given equation? Yes. You can see this one. This point, this point, this point. All these 3 points are in the same line. And again I select one more point, that is what the coordinates of this point 5, 5. So that's why this equation, this straight line is called as x minus y equal to 0. So these points satisfying the given equation. So when plotting all these points, we get a straight line. So now we can coming to our observations. Now we can conclude. So every point on the line satisfies that particular equation. Yes, we knowing that graph, all the points are satisfying the given equation. So we call it as linear equation. That's why we called it as linear equation. And all the points satisfying the equation are plotted on a graph. Gives a straight line. All these points satisfying the given equations, when we plot on a graph, we get a straight line. So these two are very important concepts. So students, I hope you understood these 2 points while drawing a graph. Please note down these points in your book. Students, next we move on to the exercise questions. Exercise 4.3 of page number 35 in read the question once again. Draw the graph of each of the following equations. Here some equations are given. You can draw the graph. Okay. So before going to plot the graph, first we have to take the coordinates. The equation is what? X plus y equal to 4. Students, for simplification, we can simplify the equation. So first we have to find the equation of y. Y equal to, so you can find the equation for y. So y equal to what? 4. This x comes this side, it becomes minus x. So this is what the equation of y. So now you can take any value of x. Suppose you take x equal to 0. You take any value. So you know that linear equations in two variables have infinite solutions. That's why you take any value of x. That's why according to that x value we got the y value also. So write y equal to 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 equal to what? 3. When x is 1, y is 3. Understand? Next you take any value of x. X is 2. What happened? So y equal to 4 minus 2, that is 2. So when x is 2, y is also 2. So next you take x equal to 3. What is the value of y? Okay. So y equal to 4 minus 3, we get 1. So when x is 3, y is 1. Next you take 4. X value will be 4. What is the value of y? Y is equal to 4 minus 4, that equal to what? 0. So if you take any value of x, we got the corresponding value of y. So now we can use these coordinates. Now we can use these coordinates and take these coordinates and you can plot the graph. Okay. So now we can use this table. We can go into the graph. Students, you can see this table. I already finding the values of x and y. Now I make it as a table. All these points are satisfying the given equation. While x is 1, 1 plus y is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4. X is 2, y is 2, 4, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 0 is also 4. So these points are satisfying the given equation. Now using this table, now we can plot these points on a Cartesian plane. Students, here already the Cartesian plane is made up. So now we can plot the points. Now the first point is 1, 3. So the coordinate 1, x1 means where? So we coming to on the x-axis, x is 1 here, 3, y is 3. So this is what? 1, comma 3. Okay. So the next point is when x is 2, y is 2. So when x is 2 means in x-axis is 2, y-axis. So this is what? The second coordinate 2, comma 2. And coming to the third, 3, 1. So while x is 3, y is 1. So this is what? 3, comma 1. And the last one, x is 4, y is 0. So when x is 4, so here y is 0 means when y is 0, the point is on the x-axis. While y is 0, the point is on the x-axis. Students, you can join the points. Whatever. Now we can join all these points. You can see this one. You can join the points. What we get. So going to the third question. Draw the graph of x plus y equal to 5. Here the equation is x plus y equal to 7. Students, you know that linear equations in two variables have infinite solutions. But in this problem, I am not going to the infinite solutions. I need only two solutions. Okay? So that's why, what are those two solutions? It is very simple. When you put x equal to 0, what is the value of 5? Yes, 0 plus 5 is 5. That's why it is satisfies when x is 0, y is 5. Suppose y is 0. What is the value of x? Yes, x is 5. That's why when y is 0, the value of x is 5. So I need only these two solutions. By using these two coordinates, by using these 2 points, we can easily plot the graph on a graph board. So now I take the first coordinate. When x is 0, y is 5, you can plot the point. When x is 0 means it is origin. Y is 5. When 0 means you can go through on this perpendicular line. X 0, y 5. So this is what the point you write 0, 5. Okay. So next point is what? When x is 5, y is 0. Okay. Yes, coming to this, x is 5. Yes, in x-axis is 5. What is the value of y? Y is 0. So 0 means you do not go on the upward. So 0 means when it comes 0. So the 0 of y comes on the x-axis. So this is what the another point. So x0, y is 5. The line comes, the point comes on the y-axis. And x is 5, y is 0. The point comes on the x-axis. So the coordinate of this point is what? 5, 0. 5, 0. Now we can join these 2 points. What we get? Yes, we got it as a straight line. Now we can join these 2 points. Now we can join these 2 points. So we got a straight. So this is what the equation x plus y equal to 5. So this is a straight line equation. Okay, so you don't want the infinite solutions. We need only 2 solutions. While x is 0, y is 5. While x is 5, y is 0. Using these 2 coordinates, we can plot the graph. So we get a straight line graph. Okay, students, I hope you understood all the concepts of geometrical representation of linear equations in 2 variables. Now we can. Now I will give some homework for doing in your home. So you see this exercise 4.3. The first main questions. I will give the first main questions for homework. You can work out these questions in your home. Okay? Okay. Students, now we are going to solve the second question from exercise 4.3. What is that second question? Give the equations of 2 lines passing through 2, 14. How many more such lines are there and why? Students, you can read the question carefully. Give the equations of 2 lines. Means I want to write 2 equations of lines. That 2 lines passing through this point 2, 14. Means how ಇಷ್ಟು ರೇಖೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಳೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಏಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ at any point on a plane, how many lines can be drawn? So you can look at this figure. In this plane, this is a one point, so this is 2,14. You consider this is a point 2,14. On that point, how many lines can be drawn? Yes, we can draw an infinite lines. See, so you can draw one line, you can draw another line, you can draw one more line. Yes, so you can count it. How many lines can be drawn? Yes, infinite lines. ಅನೇಕ ರೇಖೆಗಳನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಬಿಂದುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಳೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎರಡು ಲೈನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಟೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಟೂ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 2,14. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ದ equation of two lines passing through 2,14, that is, so this is a point 2 and 14 are the coordinates. Therefore x equal to 2, y equal to 14. So the first equation, therefore the equations of two lines can be, so I will take, here is 2, here is 14. So you can add these two. X plus y means 2 plus 14. So write 2 plus 14 equal to what? 16. That's why we can write the first equation, x plus y equal to 16. Therefore we can write in standard form, x plus y, you take minus, you can take 16 inside, it becomes minus 16 equal to 0. This is what? One line. X plus y minus 16 equal to 0 is a one line. So how many lines we can show it? Yes, there are two lines. That's why we are going to the next line. So here x and y, x is 2 and y is 14. That's why I write like this. X minus y equal to what? X means 2, y means 14. 2 minus 14 will be minus 12. Understand? Minus 12. So you can write in order or in standard form. X minus y, minus 12 comes inside, it becomes plus 12. That equal to what? 0. So this is what? And another line. X minus y plus 12 equal to 0 is an one more line. So how many lines here? Two lines can pass in. Okay. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಿಂದುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಖೆಗಳನ್ನು ಎಳೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ? Infinite. Okay. Can you try one more line? Yes. So now I am going to write one more line. That is what? Third line. This is second line. Second line. I am going to try the third line. That is what? 3x minus y equal to 8. Yes, you can check it. The value of x will be 2. So write the value of x is 2 means 3 into 2 minus y. Y value is 14. Yes, 14. Is it equal to 8? 3 2s are 6 minus 14. 6 minus 14. 6 minus 14 equal to 14 means this is what? Minus 8. You write minus 8. Minus 8. Okay. Minus 8. So 6 minus 14 is minus 8 equal to minus 8. So this is what? The third equation. So 3x minus y equal to minus 8 is a third equation or third line. So write in standard form. So now we can write in standard form. how to write this one? You can write 3x minus y plus 8 equal to 0. This is the third line. So, how many lines can be drawn at one point in a plane? Yes. So, there are infinitely many lines. So, now you can write in the below, therefore, there are infinitely many lines can be drawn, infinitely many lines can be drawn in one point. So many lines can be drawn in one point. There are infinitely many lines can be drawn at one point. So this is what your answer. The third question is, if the point 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y equal to ax plus 7, find the value of a. So you can understand the question carefully. The point 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y equal to ax plus 7. So here this point 3, 4 lies on this equation. Lies on the graph of this equation. Find the value of a. Here the a is unknown. I don't know the value a, so you can find the value of a. So you know that the point lies on the line. So infinitely many lines are in the one line. Okay. So you can, the point is given that the point lies on this line. Okay. So now we can use this equation. You can find the value a. So what is 3, 4? It is the coordinate of the point. So you consider this is x, y. So what is x here? 3. What is y? It is 4. Okay. So now put these x and y value in the given equation. Yes. Now write 3. Y value is 4 equal to a. I don't know this value. X value is 3 plus 7. 3 4s are 12. 3 into a, 3a plus 7. So now take 7 this time. 12 minus 7 equal to 3a. 12 minus 7 is 5 equal to 3a. What is the value of a? Yes, a equal to 5 by 3. The value of a is 5 by 3. So in this way we can find the value a, that is what, 5 by 3. Students, now I move on to the fifth question. What is that fifth question? From the choices given below, choose the equation whose graphs are given in figure. So here the choices are given. 4 choices are given. Choose the equation whose graphs are given in figure. So this is what? Graph. So here the equation of line is drawn already. So you can check the line, which equation can be drawn on this graph. Okay. So that's fine. Now what we can do? We can check all the coordinates, means all the points are satisfies for this equation. So now we can check one by one. First I go through the first choice, that is what? Y equal to x. The point first is minus 1, 1. So this is minus 1, 1. It is first coordinate. You take x comma y. What is x here? Minus 1. What is y? 1. So 1 equal to minus 1. Is it equal? No. So it is not equal. That's why this point is not satisfies for this equation. So you are not going to check these 2 points because the first point is not holds good. That's why we don't go through other 2 points. So this is not correct. So next I take the second equation, that is x plus y equal to 0. What is the first coordinate? Minus 1, 1. So you can check it. So x is minus 1, y is plus 1. So equal to 0. Minus 1 plus 1. Subtract, you get 0. Yes, 0 equal to 0. So this point satisfies for this equation. Similarly, you can check this one, second one. So the second one is 0 plus 0. So this is x, this is y. So you put 0 plus 0 equal to 0. That's why this point also holds good. So this is also holds good. So you are going to the third point, 1 minus 1. So now we are going to the third one. X is 1. So this is x, this is y. So take, in place of x you write 1. In place of y you write minus 1 equal to 0. Now we can simplify. Plus into minus, minus 1 equal to 0. 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. 0 equal to 0. All the 3 points, minus 1, 1, 0, comma 0 and 1, comma minus 1. All these 3 points are satisfies for the second equation. That's why the answer is, so you write x plus y equal to 0 is the right equation for the given figure. So finally you write x plus y x plus y equal to 0 is right equation. Is right equation. Is right equation for the given figure. So for this line, all these 3 points are holds good for this second equation. Therefore, x plus y is the right equation. The option second one is correct. Students, in this way you can work out other questions in your exercise 4.3. So you can work out this week. So you can choose the correct option from this choices. Okay. So I hope you can understand all the concept coming from this exercise 4.3. Students, you can work hard and you make them too easy, and you make a notes on your board. So thank you, students.